eat applesauce with your pork chops, you're doing wrong.
Hamburgers, pasta, peanut butter pie, candy bar cake, and applesauce cake.
How much shit is she buying? Hello, my lovelies. My name is Lecka, and today we are going to be starting a new reality TV show series. Remember with the first episode of Botch when I said we were going to be doing TLC shenanigans? Well, I asked my mom, who also loves to watch dramatic TLC shenanigans, her recommendation on what I should react to first, and she said I should watch 1,000 Pound Sisters, which, as somebody who's on a weight loss journey myself, I thought would be very interesting since I have never actually seen it before. So we are going to go into this together. If you guys have seen it before and you know other things to come, because I believe it's on season 5 now and it's still an ongoing series. Unlike Botch that came out 10 years ago, this one is relatively new. I think it started in 2019, which is only 5 years ago versus Botch 10s, which, by the way, if you missed any of our Botched episodes, the link will be in the eye icon here in the top right hand corner. You can go watch those. But if you're excited for this one, then strap yourselves in, get yourself a little beverage, a little snack, so that you can be hydrated and fed while we are going through these together. And we are going to watch the journey of Amy and Tammy on Meet the Slaton Sisters, Season 1, Episode 1 of 1,000 Pound Sisters.
Race. Bottom of it.
Alright, love that. Choking to death on a protein shake.
I'm Amy. And I'm Tammy. And we're the Slaton Sisters. You're supposed to do a loopy. Shout out.
We're the Slaton Sisters.
Between the two of us, me and Tammy probably weigh at least 1,000 pounds.
Oh yeah, they're both very obese people. And I doubt they'd give it a show like 1,000 Pound Sisters if that wasn't.
We're gonna have weight loss surgery. Mom, we're doing
Tammy is definitely the bigger of the two.
I don't think you make it. I think you'll chicken out.
In order to get approved for
Probably like
surgery,
600
we
pounds.
need to lose a lot of weight. What about Big Daddy?
Big Daddy. Such a waste of beef,
I
though.
think it's gonna be hard because we both get grumpy if we don't eat.
Weight loss isn't about starving yourself, though.
Like I want me to.
About changing your way you eat and think about food for a lifetime of eating.
I'm ready to cancel the surgery. I don't see us going forward with it with the progress that you're making right now.
Get your shit together!
Trying to kick me out.
Sounds like we got a no-nonsense bariatric doctor.
Separated for a little bit. I'm trying to move forward, so get the off my back. We started this
Okay,
journey
emotions will get
together,
high.
But there's only so much one person could take. You say you want to get off that walker? Okay, shut the up. I'll do it when I'm ready.
Oh!
I'm trying so hard not to freaking fight with you, but you keep digging in. You're not
Damn.
trying at all.
Okay, so Tammy has a temper on her. At least that's how the editing has portrayed her out to be. I'm wondering if she's just not very emotionally stable. I mean, Amy might not be emotionally stable either, and they may absolutely be fucking awful for both each other. Like, they have a toxic, terrible, codependent relationship, but we'll... We're in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Dixon, Kentucky? Is that what the sign said? How does that bed hold both of them?
My name is Amy, and I'm 31 years old.
Hey, let's go, Amy.
I live with my sister Tammy, my husband Michael, and my dog Little Bit.
He be balding.
This is ridiculous.
I like that he's a gamer, though.
What are we
So,
doing?
Michael. So am I.
My name is Tammy. I'm 32 years old. And we live in Dixon, Kentucky.
Aha! So it is Dixon, Kentucky. But also, speaking of gaming, we actually have a sponsor for today's video, which is, drumroll please, My Kick channel. Take it away, me. When you make your free Kick.com account and follow me, you'll get exclusive access to join me for my multiplayer gaming shenanigans. I am live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. You do not want to miss out on moments like this. Pause this video right now and go follow me on Kick today.
Welcome to the stream.
And if you guys have never been in a live stream experience before, then feel free to just get to know me a little more through the comment section of the YouTube videos down below. But a live streaming space is really nice for being able to have real-time interactions and get to talk to each other without there being a time gap of comments. So it's really nice and very cool in a different way that YouTube could really ever provide. They both have their uses, of course, and their advantages, but it's nice to be able to be in real time with you guys too. So definitely go follow me over on Kick, and thank you, My Kick channel, for sponsoring today's video.
Recently, Tammy was in the hospital with really bad gout.
Ooh,
She used to
gout's
be
never
able to
fun.
walk without a walker. Now she needs a lot of help.
I bet.
When she got out of the hospital, me and Michael decided to let her stay with us for a little bit.
And I bet she never left. Because once you let her in, she probably was like, ah,
Tammy,
they'll get shit for me.
appreciate these.
I can just mooch off them.
Oops. I know Tammy got sick of the hospital foods, So I want to make some of her favorite foods for dinner.
Ooh, applesauce with pork chops. Oh,
So
good.
we're making lasagna.
You don't eat
we're
applesauce with
making
your pork
chicken
chops, you're doing
dumplings,
wrong.
Hamburgers, pasta, peanut butter pie, candy bar cake, and applesauce cake.
How much shit is she buying?
Ooh, lasagna noodles.
Wasn't this for
Let me
one
tell
dinner?
you, the main problem is having enough food to fill her up.
You're telling me she's going to eat that entire grocery cart worth of, we're going back. She's going to eat that
Tammy,
entire
the main
grocery
problem
cart
is
worth of
having
food
enough food to fill her up.
in one meal? Even in one day. Look how many bags there are. There's soda down here. There's so much shit. There's even more soda at the front. But it's not the soda. It's the fact that there's, I mean, they may have a soda addiction, so maybe they will go through all of that soda. I don't know what their trigger foods and stuff are yet, because obviously they have a food addiction. If you didn't have a food addiction, you wouldn't be that obese. But the amount of food she was buying, she bought 2 bundles of bananas. She bought an entire huge thing of applesauce. She had so many chicken breasts. She had the big daddy ground beef log that she bought, and then lasagna noodles, all this other stuff. If this is just for one meal to celebrate her getting over gout and getting out of here, and this is how they eat for like special occasions, no wonder they're so obese, because they probably have 20,000 calories in the one sitting between her, Michael, and Tammy. That's wild. There's no wonder all of them are overweight. It's because their portion sizes are out of control. Their stomachs must be stretched so large to have that amount and quantity of food in it. Also, this is really expensive. If this is just for one meal, then how the fuck do they buy groceries for themselves for a week? If this is the amount of food 3 people eat in one sitting, what do they do for the other 2 meals of the day? Or if they only eat 2 times a day, what do they do for the other 1 meal of the day? What do they do for the week of 2 meals a day? I have a lot of questions. Big Daddy.
My sister is my best friend.
I wonder what's going on with Tammy's forehead. I wonder if that's like part of her gout, if it's like swollen.
No.
You hit her head on something, or if there's just like extra brain fluid, not brain fluid, but just extra skull fluid and things in there. Because instead of it being flat like Amy's is, like a normal one, Torque dinosaur, it's protruded out like it's swollen for some reason. I wonder if she was born that way, or if there was like an accident that happened. Ooh, whipped cream. Little bit so cute. You can stop now. You can stop now. Even Amy's turned around to look at her. It's literally the entire can of whipped cream. That is the entire can of whipped cream.
We have a special
Jesus fucking Christ.
Angelica's burping.
That was just a burp.
Wait, count the 3.
It's just a burp. It literally didn't say anything.
Bacon inside the lasagna.
Bacon in lasagna does sound good. Says the lady that just put the entire can of Cool Whip or whipped cream in that. What was that? Was that Jello?
Me and Tammy. We always knew that we only have each other.
Hmm.
We grew up very poor. We grew up with fast food mostly, but
Yeah.
like if we didn't have fast food, the church would give us food.
Okay.
There
They were
5
always
kids,
worried about food
Our mom worked
being
3
poor.
jobs. We didn't really get much love and affection.
They were neglected.
growing up. It was actually quite the opposite. We got told we were stupid, we were lazy.
So they had
ugly,
terrible parents,
fat.
or at least a.
I don't
Our
wanna say.
mother,
I don't want to say, and the other one just goes straight into it. I'll go back and rewind so we can hear what they're saying. But it doesn't surprise me if you listen to a lot of people who are obese. It's not just I ate too much and now I'm fat. Like there's a reason, and there's a mental problem going on that led them to get to their point, whether it's their upbringing, being told you're stupid, you're worthless, you'll never amount to anything, and finding the instant pleasure comfort of food, because you get an instant gratification when you put food in your mouth. You instantly get to taste and enjoy what is on your tongue, right? So that's a very common, especially nowadays, coping mechanism for people to fall into to help deal with their emotions. And it can lead to really bad obesity, like we're seeing with Tammy and Amy. And you'll hear a lot of times too, I'm not sure if this happened to them or not, but you'll notice on other ones, if you've ever watched 600 Pound Life or things like that, a lot of people who are morbidly obese and as big as like Tammy and Amy are, they have been sexually abused at some point in their life. And as a coping mechanism, whether they were conscious about it or not, and they find out through therapy, a lot of times, aside from just the I've been sexually assaulted, whatever, and food will comfort me and make me feel better because, again, it's an instant gratification. It's also a defense mechanism because you're like, if I get to a certain size, again, whether this is on a conscious or unconscious level in your head from being sexually assaulted in their life, especially as a child, if I get big, I can't be touched again. They can't reach me. They can't get to those private parts of me. Right? If I become big, I won't be attractive anymore to those kinds of people, and I won't become a target. I won't become a victim again. And that you see that time and time again with obese people that have been sexually assaulted in their childhood, and it's really sad to see. So I'm curious if either of them fall into that. I don't know if they do, if they'll even talk about it on TV. I'm not sure that would be something with opening up about. But if you are somebody who is morbidly obese as well, like Tammy and Amy, and you have also been sexually assaulted in the past, it's not your fault. It's something that should have never happened, and I'm very sorry that it did. And you can't change what happened in the past, but you can change how you react to it, how you let it affect you now. So even if it did lead you down a path to obesity, happy with who you are now, you can always change that. You can start today and make differences getting your weight down. I'm on a weight loss journey myself too. I was at my heaviest, 221 pounds, at 220 pounds when I started to actively be like, okay, I need to make a big difference. I need to make a change. And I'm really happy to say that now, 3 months into my weight loss, I have dropped 30 pounds. I've dropped about 10 pounds a month, and I'm now 190. My goal weight, I am 5'9", or 175 centimeters for you metric people. I am wanting to get down to my goal weight of 135 pounds. If I get to 130, great. If I get to 140, great. But I really want to get to 135. So I still have 55 more pounds to lose. As far as Amy and Tammy go, Amy looks like she's probably 400 pounds. Tammy looks significantly larger, and I'm going to say she's probably 600 because 400, 600 together equals 1,000. So I'm going to say that's probably the range that both of them are in right now. But let's go back real quick because they were talking about their childhoods. They were stupid, worthless. They were not getting the emotional support they needed.
Our mother, our sisters,
Also, their siblings too.
Our grandma, on the other hand,
That sucks when you don't have supportive siblings
was basically our mom.
or parents.
My grandma was so important to me. She made me feel like I was no different from anybody else.
When grandma passed away, I was 10 and Tammy was 11.
Okay, so Tammy's 1 year older than Amy, so that means Tammy is 32 in this. I think this is 2019.
Because
Which means she would be 37 now.
I've got high blood pressure, I got diabetes.
Very common for obese
asthma.
people. Asthma sucks because you can't fucking breathe.
I drink a case and a half of soda a day.
A case and a half?
I'm addicted to it. When
That's
I was at
18
school,
sodas a day.
It was just
Because a case of soda is 12 sodas.
Your eyes are wonky. I have an eye disease.
Okay, so that's why
and
she has a
I'm
lazy
legally
eye.
blind. I can see,
Legally
but
blind.
not that good.
So she can't drive.
Because of this, I can't drive
Yeah.
or work. So being home all the time is hard to control my eating.
That's fair. I find the excuse, you're like, I'm home, I'm already by my fridge. But there's a lot of things you can do to fill up your
Being
time
as big as I
constructively that
am,
don't involve food.
It's hard to conceive.
Yeah, when you're
I feel
obese,
like
it's hard
I'm
to
incomplete
eating.
as a woman because I can't have a kid.
No, that's not true. Really wants to be.
Sometimes in the morning I'll eat leftover dessert
Oh.
and have a soda.
Oh, it just fell all over her boobs and into her
There are days
top,
I'm
and then
like,
she's drinking the soda
why
with
did
it.
you let yourself
While
do
she's
this?
brushing her teeth, she's brushing her teeth and eating pumpkin pie. Like, she was brushing her teeth, she spit, she took a bite of pumpkin pie, drank her fucking diet soda, and then went back to brushing her teeth. I don't think anybody ever taught them hygiene before, but just as a fucking general disclaimer, you don't eat or drink while you're brushing your teeth for the 2 minutes you're supposed to do it in the morning and at night, even if you only do it once a day. It's better than not doing it at all. Don't eat or drink while you're brushing your teeth. Don't even eat or drink water, because the whole point of brushing your teeth is you're trying to get away the plaque that's built up on them from food and water and sodas and everything else that you've been eating. You want that to go away. So reintroducing it during the cleaning of it completely defeats the fucking purpose of you cleaning your teeth to begin with. So Do not eat or drink while you're brushing your teeth. Okay, all right, that's your little PSA for today. I have a feeling these guys seem very low income, uneducated, rural, country bumpkin type people, right? And that's just the environment they grew up in and the hand that they were dealt with their life. So a lack of knowledge about hygiene, general hygiene, about nutrition, about money and financial, being, able to be stable enough to do things. Now, they are in Dixon, Kentucky, and housing is way cheaper there than, like, for example, I'm in Boise, Idaho. Really fucking expensive here in Idaho, especially in Boise. But it's probably far cheaper to live there, but that doesn't mean that they necessarily are financially stable, right? Maybe they're in debt. I don't know if they are or not, but, like, it wouldn't surprise me if they were, because it doesn't seem like they really got any life advice in any way growing up to be functional, healthy, happy, capable adults. And as far as what Amy just said on her body not being able to produce a child because she really wants to have a kid, when you're obese, you're producing so many extra hormones because your fat cells are holding on to extra hormones and things like that. But then the more fat you have, the more hormones you have, and it really messes with your reproductive system if you're AFAB. Just because you can't have a child doesn't mean you're incomplete. Even if you were thin and you weren't able to conceive a child, maybe you have PCOS, maybe you have to have a hysterectomy, maybe you just can't conceive for whatever reason, right? That doesn't mean that you're incomplete woman. But guess what? You can always adopt. You can always foster. There's other ways that you can be a mother without having to naturally give birth to a child. There's other ways around that too. And there's a lot of amazing children that are in the foster and adoption system right now that would be happy to have her as a mom.
You want some chicken and dumplings?
Yes, please. And I also want some
and dumplings.
Sandwich.
Are they? Is that marshmallow or was that mayonnaise? Did they just combine mayonnaise and peanut butter, or was that? I really hope to God that was fucking marshmallow fluff, or I'm gonna gag. Mayonnaise and peanut butter sandwich sounds awful. Ooh, Michael let his hair go and it does not do a thing for him. He looks way better with it shaved close to his head. He looks scruffy as f with the way it is right now. In the picture they just showed when they were doing their wedding pictures, it was shaved. He looked great. Not the look for Michael.
Really?
Yep.
Do me like that?
Yep.
They have a lot of dishes in their sink, and their fridge is disgusting. I don't think they clean very well either.
Possibly
look like it.
Be her size. Maybe by this time next year.
I mean, I've been depressed and not cleaned my house and stuff before, but it only makes your mental health live in a crappy environment. You wake up, you look around, and it's dirty everywhere. Nobody likes to clean,
very mean.
but it's important to clean, not just to be an adult and be, safe and healthy, but also for your mental health.
I weighed about 500 pounds.
500 in high school?
Comforting to eat because I know food is not going to, I was going to say harm me, but it is.
Aww.
And
it is.
So big,
you have to sleep with the CPAP machine too, like Amy. For her medical issues.
In the hospital 3 or 4 times.
For what?
I've had a blood clot in my lung.
Well, that could kill you. Yeah. I'm surprised she's alive. Most people die instantly from a blood clot to the lung. Life support twice!
I have a bad gallbladder, high blood pressure, thyroid problems. I have no idea how much I weigh right now.
Yeah.
The size I am now, I need help to do pretty much everything. Cooking, cleaning, bathing.
Oh yeah, there's no way she could bathe herself, not when she's
stand in a shower.
As big as she is. How are you going to lift up all your folds, and how are you going to get your back? How are you going to lift up the folds on your back to then scrub between the folds on your back? You can't do that yourself. It has to be really embarrassing. Yeah, feel like a burden. You have to have somebody else wash you, because you lose that independence. Yeah, and it's doing the exact thing I just said. If she's not able to reach back.
Out of the house in about 6 years.
6 years.
Go to the hospital. I'm afraid I might fall.
She only leaves the house to go to the hospital. Wow, that's horrible. So she's a hermit inside her home. That would be huge. Having your own independence is amazing. Now, obviously, there are some people who.
If I don't, then I'm not going to be around much longer.
That is good. I'm glad she realizes that, because hopefully that'll be enough motivation. Like, well, if I don't fix this, I'm going to die. But there are people. This is obviously a situation where they have put themselves into the situation by eating so much that they've gotten to a point that they can no longer care for themselves and have lost their independence. This is not, when I'm saying it, applying to anybody who is disabled or has been born with a disability that has made it so that they are not able to take care of themselves and be independent, because that's something out of your control, right? That is something completely in a different field. I am talking about when it's in this context, especially for the weight loss context of the Slaton sisters, with them having eaten so much that they've lost their independence because they are no longer mobile. If she ever gets to the point that she is bedridden and cannot even walk with the walker anymore, she's going to die. She will die. Because if you cannot get up and move around, she's going to get another blood clot and it will go up into her lungs or into her heart, clog it, and immediate death. I mean, obviously they're 5 seasons in, and this episode 1, season 1 from like 5 years ago. But I really hope that she does lose the weight. Same with Amy, because they deserve to be happy. Everybody that is overweight doesn't want to be there because they wanted to be overweight. Most of them don't anyway. It's because of other life situations, and it was an unhealthy coping mechanism that helped them cope with the emotional experiences and that were extremely negative that happened to them. And it's unfortunate, and then they have to unlearn that behavior. You can't also take away somebody's coping mechanism, especially if it's something like a food addiction, Tammy and Amy have, and not give them something to replace it that is constructive and positive. If you just take away a coping mechanism from somebody, whether it's drugs, whether it's food, whether it's alcohol, right? Whatever their issue is, and you do not give them a replacement of a healthy coping mechanism substitute, they will just go back to doing what they were doing before. Even if they logically know that it's fucking with them and ruining their life, they will go back to it because they do not have a support system to make their life livable if you take it away, because that was the only way they were able to somewhat cope. And even though it had very negative side effects to the point of potentially being something that could kill them, it doesn't matter because it still was making the day-to-day livable. So I really hope that they get taught how to deal with their emotions, maybe get therapy, maybe get on different medications if they have different mental health conditions, learn other things that they can do with their time, and fill their time with other things besides food.
I can just feel my body giving up.
That's probably why they have short hair too, because it's easier to manage.
I'm about tired of
They can
being
just
fat.
cut it
We need to
themselves.
come
They don't
up
have to
with
go out to a
some
barber.
way to lose all this weight. Almost got choked. We've been on.
I do wonder
countless
what's going on with
diets
Tammy's
before.
forehead.
We tried walking. We tried pills. We've tried sex.
Sex is
The only thing
exercise,
we
but
haven't tried was surgery.
you know, it's it only does so much.
What we gonna do, girl?
See a specialist?
There you go. See a bariatric specialist. Get some
Me and Tammy
tummy
made a
surgery.
decision, and it's a pretty big one. We've been contemplating this for a while. Me and her decided that we're gonna go ahead and get gastric bypass surgery.
Good for them.
I'm hoping if I lose this weight, my dreams will come true and I'll have a baby.
I really hope she
At least one.
gets. Aw, at least one. I wonder what her ideal amount of kids would be if she could easily get pregnant.
You really think you should have that?
I'll start the diet tomorrow.
Ugh,
It's
that's such a horrible excuse.
really
I'll start tomorrow.
impossible
I'll
if
push
she
it off
don't
then.
get
I'll
the
push it off till
surgery.
later. I'll do it next week.
But
I'll start
she
on
won't
Monday.
make it a year.
You'll never do it. Start today. Start right now. It doesn't matter if it's fucking 7 o'clock at night.
Today we're having lunch
Doesn't
with
mean
our
that
mom
you can't
to
not eat for the
tell
rest
her
of the day
that
if you
we're
already
having
feel
weight loss
satiated
surgery.
enough, right?
If I
Or
don't
drink
do
more
it
water.
now, then I'm never gonna do it.
I
Start
don't
today.
think you make it.
Start making the
I
changes
think
now.
you're chicken out.
It's kind of heartbreaking knowing that she's not on our side.
Well, if that's their mom and they were saying that she was super neglectful and shitty to them growing up, it doesn't surprise me that she's still neglectful and shitty to them now. That is a creepy child in the grass. All right. Little bit always has its tongue stick it out. So cute.
What you got? Man, I did some damage on Amazon.
Oh, Amazon damage? What did she buy?
So I thought I'd get her some equipment to work out at home. The main reason is to get healthy, of course.
Of course.
And hopefully she'll get off that walker one day.
That would be really great, because that's another source of independence when you don't have to have an apparatus to walk, because you're overweight.
And then I got you the Thigh Master.
I haven't heard of a
Bang
shake
on
weight
between
since
my
fucking
thighs.
2012. That was a meme product of its time. I didn't even know they still made shake weights.
You check mine?
You work out that chicken white. And then I got you this pogo stick.
Pogo stick.
Wait, the pogo's broken.
No, that looks like a resistance band. Like you put your feet on the bottom, you put your hands on the top, and you lift it up, and the resistance band, you know, you're working out your upper body. That's exactly what that is, not a pogo stick. I mean, she's moving. It also looks like she's really trying to give it a lazy hand job, but here we are.
I don't know it. It works.
Oh yeah, she gave it some power. See, Amy was giving it power. Tamara was just half-assing that hand job. You gotta full-ass that.
Ain't that how you work it?
Yes, but it looks nasty.
Oh yeah, it does.
Here. Hold it like you know it. Hold it
After
firm.
you had it,
You got it firm.
you're gonna make me pee. Don't pee on my couch. The shake weight was very interesting.
Very phallic.
Did you see that sweet girl?
I was like, what the? That was funny. I love how Little Bit's just on the couch, just like, eh. Little Bit's adorable.
Stop.
Long live Little Bits.
So with the thigh cruncher, you put it right here and you go.
Okay, so you like put it under your fupa because they both have fupas. Put it between wherever your thighs are able to, and squish them in and out. So it's a lower body workout.
You go like this.
Yeah. Oh, it actually like squishes her fupa though. That can't be very comfortable. They might be actually too big for that.
Amy kept insisting on me to use a thigh cruncher, but I knew I couldn't do it.
Right.
Right now, my belly's too big for me to close my legs all the way.
That's what I was just saying too. Is like it was pinching Amy's fupa, and so it definitely would pinch and hurt and probably not even work for Tammy because she's way bigger.
Really?
But she's still participating with the shake weight, so
My belly's in the way. My belly got in the way. I couldn't do it. But seriously, do you like
yeah,
that?
that's not an accessible exercise device
You should have come to
for
me
people of their
before you
size.
brought up. When
Shake
you
weight's a
know
good idea though.
Oh, you can do a good deed.
How many calories are left to burn?
Hell if I know.
Not a lot.
Probably more than that.
Oh, there's no way. How many calories? I'm gonna guess it's like 7. How many, and that's like for a whole day, how many calories does laughing burn? Probably nothing. 10 to 15 minutes of heavy laughter can burn between 10 and 40 calories. So imagine, throughout the day, you giggle. That is not considered heavy laughter. Something makes you chuckle, not heavy laughter. This is like, you feel it in your lower stomach muscles. Heavy, like doubling over laughter. And if you are having heavy doubling over laughter that is lasting for 10 to 15 minutes, because even if you're watching a stand-up comedian do a show or something, right? Or a YouTuber that you really like and they're super funny or whatever, you're not going to laugh for 15 minutes straight. That is completely unrealistic. And to burn 10 calories from heavy laughter in 10 minutes, you're not burning any calories from laughter at all. So, while fun and great for your mental health, not an actual exercise.
If that's the case, we shouldn't be skinny, right?
We keep the shaky, he'll keep the thigh.
Also, you don't have to have workout equipment to lose weight. You can just use your own body weight. It's called calisthenics.
Come on, Widow. Come on.
You don't have to have a gym
Today,
membership.
we're
You don't have to have
having lunch with our
equipment.
mom
Just use your
to
own body weight.
tell her that we're having weight loss surgery. I know this is a big deal for Tammy because she hasn't been out of the house in 6 years.
Oh, that's right. She hasn't been out of the house except to go to the hospital. So this is her first time in a
6 years,
restaurant
I've
in
only
6
left the
years.
house for medical reasons.
Oh, wow.
My biggest worry is that I might possibly have a heart attack.
I mean, you can have a heart
Moving
attack at
out
home
more.
too.
There's a lot of stress on my heart.
Your bodies and your heart are under constant stress because you're that size anyway. I don't think traveling can be. Wait, does Michael have his shirt inside out? He definitely has his shirt inside out. Why did Amy not tell him he was going out in public with his shirt fucking inside out?
Fit into a regular seat.
Maybe she didn't notice. But if she did notice and didn't say anything, shame on you, Amy. Let him know his goddamn shirt is inside out so he doesn't look like an idiot in public.
It can be dangerous having Tammy on the floor and all because we haven't figured out the seatbelt situation.
It looks big enough for her though. Like if she lays sideways, has her head at one door and her feet at the other
When
door.
was the last time you went in an actual car?
7 or 8 years ago.
Are you scared?
Yeah, because I don't know how much pain I'm going to be in. I don't know if there's a possibility I could fall or hurt myself or whatever.
Well, avoid stairs and use
The
ramps.
world is passing you by. we need to go and join it.
I agree. I think that she should definitely get out and do it. But there's also a point to be made of if the restaurant literally does not have a ramp for handicap accessibility,
if we can get Tammy out of the house,
she can't do the stairs because it's too risky
get her back to the
that
house
she'll fall and hurt herself,
safely
potentially kill herself with
without
an
any
injury that she
incidents.
sustains from trying to go upstairs or downstairs. But she can just do straight flat walking or an incline walk up a shallowly sloped ramp, you know? That is fine. That's just pushing herself, and she should be doing that anyway to lose weight and exercise. Like, even just walking to the car, she's winded. That shows you how little she moves throughout the day. She probably only moves to go to the bathroom, and that's it. That is almost no activity and extremely sedentary, which also contributes to the amount of weight that they have on them. An extremely sedentary life and a high amount of caloric food intake, that'll do it. When I was super overweight, at my highest with 220, 221, I was doing the same thing. I was very, very sedentary and eating really high calorie, shitty, terrible junk food for you. I wasn't looking at my diet, and 90% of your weight loss is your diet and what you eat and put in your body. Exercise and movement is still important for your cardiovascular system and muscles being able to move and do everything and be healthy and not be winded just walking.
I haven't eaten in a restaurant in 6 or 7 years.
But the biggest thing is establishing your relationship and the way you think about food.
Prove to her that things are about to change, and this was the first step.
That's nice that they helped her with the wheelchair, though, so she didn't have to go all the way there. Aw, and somebody opened the door for her, so that was really nice. You didn't have to try and do the door.
The first thing that I noticed when I walked into the restaurant were people were starting to look at me.
Of course they are. Oh wow, that's very judgy looks.
Peering into your soul and judging you, and just
that's because they are, unfortunately.
Why you're so big, or why you're there, or maybe even how much you're gonna eat.
I mean, they're definitely going to do that too. But that's the thing is, anytime you look different, anytime you're not mainstream, whether it's because of weight or your fashion sense or whatever it may be, right? Maybe you have a disability that's very physically visible, that isn't obesity. You
I know when we came in,
are going to be looked at.
Tammy was having a hard
You're
time,
going to be judged, whether in a good or a bad
mom
way,
to
because
say,
you're different.
"Are you
And you just
okay?
have to
Do you need
learn to
anything?"
be okay with that.
But
Still
really,
live your
she's
life.
sitting
Just
there being
people are gonna watch you. Give them
nonchalant
a fucking show.
about the whole ordeal.
Growing up, we didn't get very much attention, didn't get very many hugs.
Damn,
I'm not
resting
saying
bitch
our mom
face
didn't
goes to a
care.
whole new level with their
I'm
mom.
just saying
Jesus
she didn't know how to
Christ.
show it. I'm thinking that her family didn't know how to show it.
You know, it's been 6 years since you've been out of the house. How's it feel being out?
Aw, Timmy has her nails
Really
painted.
different
Cute.
because I'm not used to,
I like it in my
I
listen.
guess, the
these are
exercise, walking, and everything being out of breath. Because, you know, right there at the house is just like 2 or 3 feet, and nobody's there really to judge me. Out of the house is like everybody's looking at you, judging you.
yeah, but you can't live your entire life in your house because
Somebody's
you want to
gonna
avoid
start
judgment. That's
staring at
completely
me and start
unrealistic,
laughing.
and that's not a way
I
to
don't
live.
want to do it anymore.
It's just you
I'm
being a
ready to
hermit inside
change.
your home. But I'm glad she says she's ready to
We're
change,
doing the bariatric surgery.
and that's a big step too. We're gonna have to lose weight first before
I
they get
think you
approved for
make it.
bariatric
I
surgery.
think you'll chicken out.
Supportive mother. Here's exactly what
I
they
gotta
don't
do
want to hear right
something.
now.
Like, every diet I've been on ain't working.
Diets don't.
It's because you ain't got the willpower. You got to have the willpower to go before it.
But, like, I have
Mom isn't wrong on that
motivation
one.
right now. If I don't make a change, I'm not going to be around that much longer.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because it runs in your family. You've got a cousin that died with a massive heart attack at 33.
Also, the mom is super fat too.
My
So
family
I
has
bet
a lot of
they said they had
medical
brothers and sisters.
problems, blood clots,
Their entire
high blood
family is
pressure,
probably
fat.
obese.
I need to take care of my own health before I end up like them.
And I know this is like the last chance I'll have. If I don't do it now, then I'm never going to do it.
Yeah. Tammy gives up a lot. If she sees that she doesn't think she's going to make it, then she
Trying
just
to.
gives up. She don't take that after me. I'm a fighter. I've raised 5 kids, so that's kind of her fault.
Oh wow.
It's going to be hard.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
mom's a
saying it's not
fucking
gonna be
savage,
hard.
and not in a funny haha way, just like a I
Yeah,
really don't give a shit about my
but you
children
can't.
way. No, she is
Whatever
not a
I
good
gotta do
parent
to get
at
rid of
all.
the weight.
Really shitty parent.
They've always told me they wanted to lose weight, but I've heard it so much that I guess I'm like, you got to show me you're going to do it.
Yep.
The jalapeno burger dressed with breaded
New
mushrooms.
boy who cried wolf
double
all you fucking
cheeseburger
want.
plain with corn
Actions
nuggets.
speak louder than words.
Hearing
Always
my
will.
mom say that she didn't think we could go through with the surgery, it's kind of heartbreaking, knowing that she's not on our side, but that makes me want to push harder to lose weight and do better.
And prove her wrong.
Prove her wrong.
Yeah! Prove her wrong. Do it! I believe in you both.
Step right up.
It's extremely
They're at
hard
a
for us to
junkyard?
go the way us. I never thought that I'd be so big to have to go to the junkyard.
Oh wow, they had to go to a junkyard to get
Seeing
weighed on a
that number
fucking
on the
metal scale?
just made my heart drop.
Like for scrap metal and shit? Oh my god. Well yeah, I mean, probably human scales, like the ones they would have at bariatric offices. Completely
Take
inaccessible.
this fabric here and put it up here somewhere
Ooh, they making a video?
for like a backdrop.
We don't really have any friends.
So, about 6 years ago,
We decided to start making YouTube videos.
Hey, they're
just to
YouTubers!
meet new people.
The camera quality is dog shit, but you gotta start somewhere.
All this ugly will be gone away. I'm just telling the truth.
Look at you.
95,000 subscribers. I mean, it was a fake
Cute.
YouTube picture, but
When Taylor came to me to start making these videos, I thought she was insane.
oh, you should never do the chubby bunny challenge. You can choke
And now
on the marshmallows and kill yourself because you're stuffing more and more and more and more marshmallows into your mouth, and if one goes down and gets stuck, you now have so many more in your mouth that you can't get out fast enough to stop the other one from choking you. That people have died from doing the chubby bunny challenge, so I hate that they actually did that. But the fact that they have a YouTube channel is really cool. It said that they had 95,000 subscribers on the like fake YouTube replicated overlay that they had on this when they were showing some of their videos on their channel. I wonder if they're still actively doing YouTube now, 5 years in the future. I don't want to go to their channel and see if they still are because I don't want to spoil the future season stuff for myself. But I wonder if they actually have 95,000 subscribers. Like, do they? They don't seem to have a niche for their channel. They were doing makeup and cooking and just like joke gag content. So I'm kind of confused as to what the f they're doing.
We have over 134,000 subscribers. When I do my YouTube channel,
134,000 subscribers?
Just dirty up yourself. Make it look cute. Or make it look scary. It don't matter. DIYs, cooking.
The videos I
DIY
do by
cooking
myself
stuff.
are usually reviews or games, challenges.
So they have no
Yeah.
niche on their
Okay.
channel.
Today,
How
we're going to tell
The
the fans.
Do they get 134,000 subscribers with no established niche, so the algorithm has no idea how to recommend their content? I don't know. It would actually be very interesting to see if other people have done like a deep dive into how their channel grew and what videos got them more subscribers. Because I'm sure that after they appeared on this reality TV show, right, they definitely got a surge of subscribers and views from this TV show because of the exposure, right? But to have 134,000 subscribers on their shared YouTube before they even made their world debut on reality TV on 1,000 Pounds is mind-blowing. I am very curious how they got to that point in that level. I would love to hit 100,000 subscribers one day, so the way that they were able to do that without niching is very interesting. I want to know. I want to know! As a YouTuber myself, I want to know!
That we're going to have weight loss surgery. Hey, y'all. It's Amy.
And
But I like that they're
Today
telling
we're
their
just
community
gonna
like
let
what's going on
y'all
with them and giving them updates and stuff.
know something that we have been
Generally do that in my Discord
discussing highly.
and shit,
So
which
we
if you guys are curious.
decided to have weight loss surgery because I've been ill and I'm sick of being sick.
I'm sick of being sick. I mean, she just had gout too, so I totally get that.
I don't want to know you.
Honest.
I don't want to apply you.
That don't mean nothing.
That'll mean nothing.
Basically, we just want to know if y'all have any recommendations. I'm blanked out.
Oh, well, that's the magic of editing. You
I
can
forgot what
edit
I
out the
said.
blanks. Nitro makes me look
Fart.
smarter than I am all the time.
Or
Thank you, Nitro.
fart.
Brain fart?
Yeah.
Shut up.
We may lose subscribers because I think there are a few that likes us to eat fattening food.
Well, yeah, but they're not only
most of
making
them are
eating content.
supporters.
Otherwise, it'd be
So
a fetish
hopefully
channel
they can
of
help
just feeding.
encourage us.
And that's not what they're doing. They have some food
I think
challenges,
we're
but
gonna succeed.
they just listed
We're
like fucking
ready.
6 other things that they
It
did on
only
their
took
channel, too,
31 years, but we're ready. 32, 3 for you. Thank you guys for watching and have a nice day.
Aw.
Bye. Subscribe.
Cute. I wonder how many subscribers they have now. 134,000 when this started. Little bit!
Dude, why the heck's your dog always getting behind me?
I'm just like a huge analytics person. Like, if you're also a content creator, like, no, and I love geeking out and talking about this shit with you guys. And especially in the comments and stuff, like, I could go back and forth with you guys all day.
So have you checked to
I
see how
love
many views we
streaming
have on
and
a video?
We
stuff.
got
Big news!
5,000
views?
20.
How many comments?
366.
Wow! That is an engaged community. So, for example, for comparison, so they said it was, they had like 5,500 views, right? And they had about 325 comments. I think it was 326, but we're going to say 325. That is about or let's do it the other way, 325 divided by 5,500. That is about a 6% comment rate per view on their video, which is very, very high. 300 comments in general is very high, but to have only, and I say only with some salt, because obviously if they have 134,000 subscribers, their views on their videos should be in the thousands. To have, and they just posted the video too, so this is even probably what their max views, they're probably just looking at what has happened in the first 12 hours, maybe first 5 hours. So this may not even be, it may be even higher than 6% by the time it's had its rodeo in the first 24 hours, right? But still, even right now, regardless of if they posted this 3 hours ago or if it's 30 hours ago, to have 6% is significant. That means that a lot of people commented and liked your video in addition to watching it. Normally, channels, let's make it easy, right? You'll have maybe 8 comments on a video that has 500 views, right? Because only 8 people felt like responding. And this isn't me, I'm talking about 8 individual comments from 8 different accounts, not you responding to your community in the comments, right? Because those would count as additional ones. But that is only a 1.5% engagement rate of comments per view on each video versus theirs being 6. So that is 4 times as high of an engagement rate on that video than what is kind of normal for YouTube, because there's not a lot of people that will take the time to actually write a comment on videos. Most of you guys have probably put yourself into this category right now and can see if you're one of the people that does comment versus one of the people that don't. A lot of people just like to binge YouTube. They'll like the video, sometimes they won't even like it because they want to go from one video to the next. They're still watching the video and supporting it with watch time, but there's even fewer people who will take the time to like a video while they're watching it, and even fewer people will not only like or dislike the video, depending on their preference, but then comment below it as well, whether it's positive comment or a negative comment. So the fact that they had a 4 times higher than average engagement rate in comments alone on this video that I'm assuming they just posted and isn't even at 24 hours old yet, so it's going to most likely go up even higher, is crazy. I guarantee their engagement rate for comments on their other videos is nowhere near as high as this one of them announcing they're getting bariatric surgery. This is probably a really big deal on their channel.
I had gastric bypass surgery almost 3 years ago, and I'd do it again in a heartbeat. This one said,
that's good.
"What's wrong with Tammy's forehead?"
Sometimes we get good comments.
I mean, I've noticed her forehead too, but like,
We get hate.
say it in a nicer way.
People ask about
Yeah,
Tammy's
I imagine
forehead
they
all
probably
the
get a lot of
time.
hate.
When we were younger, we took her to doctor.
So
after
she's always had a
doctor
big
to make
forehead. It was
sure
something she was
wasn't
born with.
tumors or wasn't anything.
It's not
to
swelling
worry
her head
about.
injury.
It's
She was
just
born that way.
her body has so much fat on her, it's coming out her forehead.
That's not it. It's not that she's so fat it's coming out her forehead. She has a physical deformity of her forehead and was born that way.
Like that sign I got gifted in the mail.
A sign.
All my life I've been bullied. Well, she has too. I got sent this a couple of days ago.
Beware of pig.
At first, yes, I cried and was like,
Who
sad and
wouldn't?
depressed about it. But now I'm like, I'm gonna continue working harder to lose weight and continue getting
Gotta
better.
prove the haters wrong.
What would you like to say to the haters?
Fuck you! Hey, fuck you haters, hell yeah.
This one's like,
But
why
still,
are
that
you
had to
walking
be
around with Donald Trump
demoralizing. To be
territory?
sent something that you're that insecure about, because you know they're both insecure about their weight.
Tammy, stop acting like a bitch.
Like, beware of pig, that's
Amy's
so
gonna
mean.
kick your other two
So
tails.
mean. That's beyond just, you know, a keyboard warrior fucking comment from your house of you being a jackass to someone online because there's no real consequences. Oh, they don't know who I am. I could be an asshole to them for no reason. That person shipped them, bought with their own money and shipped them that. That is like a whole nother level of hatred and bullying.
I know that if I don't change now, I never will.
At least she's trying. She's getting out and doing more movement than she was before, which is a step forward. You can't run a marathon in a day. Baby steps. More movement is better than no movement. Some movement is better than no movement. A little movement
Because of my weight, I don't have cartilage
is better than no movement.
in between my bones and my knee.
Oh, so
They
walking
pop
hurts.
out of place.
Yeah.
And they grind.
Bone
when
on
I'm
bone.
walking.
And that makes bone spurs,
You need
which
more
are
milk.
very pokey and even more painful in the tendons
osteoporosis
of your
does
joints. Because when bone rubs on bones, it creates bone spurs. Damn. So it makes it really painful for her to walk, too. Not only is it just easier for her to stay still, but it hurts her to move.
Babe, can you get
You have
the
to
wheelchair,
physically
please?
move past actual pain as well.
I'm out of breath. I can't go no farther.
I mean...
She's not even 30 feet from the car.
Yeah, she's not 30 feet from the car.
Hurting and pain.
But it's further than her not having walked at all, and at probably 600-ish pounds, she's making an effort.
When I was walking, my knee just popped. If I fall, they're gonna have to call an ambulance and fire trucks and cops and all kinds of people to help get me up off the ground.
Yeah, because she's
It's
so
happened
heavy.
to me before. I never want that to happen again.
Yeah, it had to be so embarrassing for whenever it happened to her the first time. Michael still needs to cut his hair. Dave,
Yeah.
I hope his shirt is inside out, or not inside out today.
My knee popped.
Your knees popped?
Yes, my knee popped.
Pain.
You can do some more?
In a minute.
Okay, I was just asking.
Yeah, let her sit for a little bit,
I'm a
and
little
then after like 10
frustrated right now
minutes, get back
because,
up and move a little
yes,
further.
you're in pain,
Then move the
but you
wheelchair
ain't
back
gotta
up
treat me
to
like a
whatever she makes
dog.
it to for the second time.
Hey, we're gonna walk down there for a little bit. Are you alright?
Yeah.
Come on, baby. I feel bad leaving her there, but
And you're not gonna stay behind with her.
I needed
Let her sit and go do your own thing, and then you walk back. It's more
But
exercise for Amy
because of my
to walk
weight,
away
I
and
get
walk
out
back
of
to her.
breath. And I have a lot of problem in my lower back.
Bet. And it sure it is still inside out. I hate it here. I hate it here. Amy, how did you not notice your husband's shirt was inside out? And why did you not tell him?
Able to walk around more, able to do more than I can.
Why did no one on the production team that was fucking watching this show tell him his shirt is inside out?
She's my younger sister, but she's farther along in life than I am. I'm very left behind.
Because you never leave your house. Gotten to such a weight that you can't easily move around. You've lost so much of your
She's probably
independence
sitting
because of
up
your lack of
there right
mobility.
now, cussing me in her head.
Of course life is going to pass you by.
Because I'm down here and not up her butt.
Fair, fair. Oh. It does have to be frustrating, though.
Because I can't do more and because of Amy.
Oh, yeah, of course, blaming someone
She
else.
told me this
Amy
morning,
is not the
"I've seen you
reason
do without
you're
your
overweight.
walker,
You are the
and I
reason
know
you're
you can do without
won't take
it.
responsibility for her own
But
actions.
if
It's
I'm
probably
not
going to be
ready to do without it, why is she pushing me?
because she wants
I
healthy.
mean, I understand she wants me to get better, but
Literally what I just said.
I can't.
But at the same time,
Done
Amy
with
should
it.
be more
I don't
understanding
feel
that
like
right
it's
now,
worth the effort.
you literally cannot move without your walker. But still walking with your
I know
walker
she's in
and doing
pain, don't
some
get me wrong.
movement better than
And
no
Tammy
movement.
does fuss at me a
If she
lot,
needs the walker for a little
but
bit until she
I
loses
love
more
her to
weight,
death, and
makes it less painful
I
for
want
her to get
better
around,
her life.
let her use the walker. It's not like she's going
I
to
know
need it forever,
today
but she
didn't make
definitely needs it
but we're
right
gonna
now.
change that. One of these days, we're gonna be running in this park.
Hey, I
Me
want to
too.
see it.
I don't know about that.
Follow the yellow brick road.
It's not yellow.
Follow the cement.
Follow the
Are
sea
you
man.
rested enough? Do you think we can make it back to the van now? Or
Yeah.
all right. Well,
I think
let's
they
get ready
literally
to go.
walked 30 feet more from where she was to a bench, talked to the camera a little bit for like 5 minutes, then got up and walked back, and now they're going back to the car. So they're Park voyage was probably a good total of 10 minutes. But, while that may not seem like a lot to people who are more mobile and not as big as they are, that is still impressive in the fact that they got out of their house, they got out of their comfort zone, and they moved, which they would not normally have taken any time to do. This is still a big step in the right direction.
You.
Oh, why is she crying? Oh, because of their weigh-in. Oh,
This is the most I've ever weighed.
maybe she's like 500 pounds. Maybe I was wrong. I don't know. We'll find out here shortly, though.
It's really hard to find doctors that would do weight loss surgery in somebody our size.
Yeah.
But on the internet,
Really not
Dr.
many people
Charles
will.
Proctor name kept coming up.
The bad part
Unless you
is,
show that
he
you
lives
will
in
lose weight
Atlanta.
and stick to the diet
That's
afterward.
like
Lifestyle
8
change
hours
afterward.
away. So I called his office
8 hours away, huh?
and we scheduled a Skype call for today.
Skype. Was this before Zoom? Because Zoom only got fucking popular in the pandemic, and this was like 1 year before the pandemic.
To meet both of you guys, even if it's over the computer.
Thank you so much for answering this call.
Absolutely. What got you thinking about weight loss surgery?
We've been thinking about it for a while, actually.
Why is she drinking
Plus,
soda
I'm
on the
diabetic
call with the
and,
bariatric
you know,
doctor?
Overweight and being diabetic is not
I mean,
very good.
I know you're overweight, but like,
When you have diabetes and you're overweight, that
not a good look.
really increased risk for
And Amy's doing it too!
So I see you're both sipping on something. What are you drinking?
Soda.
I'm drinking diet soda.
Doesn't matter that it's diet.
How many
Still
soft
soda.
drinks are you guys drinking in a day?
18 cans, she
I
said.
can't count.
Earlier, she said 18
It's a
cans.
lot.
A case and a half.
A lot. You're like 6 cans a day?
More than that, probably 16.
10 to 12, you drink a
Yeah.
lot.
Case and a half is 18.
Okay.
They're
At least
lying
I'm honest.
already. But
No,
still,
no,
even a
let's be
case is
honest,
extremely
but
excessive.
sodas are gonna make you gain weight.
Yeah, no
See,
shit.
we were told the opposite growing up.
Well, you were told wrong.
We were told if you eat something sweet and drink a diet soda, it'll equal it out.
Yeah, well, that hasn't worked.
Well, that really hasn't worked out, has it?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
We were told
obviously.
the diet soda will cancel out the sugar.
Literally not
That's
how
a
that
bull.
fucking works at all.
That lied to us.
Yeah, no shit.
So
Again,
when do you
very
guys think you can get down here to Atlanta so we
low
can meet face to face?
education level
Not sure yet
from
because
both of them.
It's hard for me to walk outside.
That's not gonna get any better. It's only gonna get worse until we can get that weight off. Tammy, right now at your size, you're very close to being bedridden.
Yeah.
When you become bedridden, your chances of dying within the next few years shoots through the roof.
Yep.
So you've got to look at this as a life-saving procedure and do whatever you can to get the heck down here so we can start getting something done about it.
Right.
So the distance is going to make it hard to go see Dr. Proctor.
8 hours
but
away.
Right now, surgery is the only option for both of us.
But is that by car or by plane?
We will make it.
Sounds good, ladies. I look forward to seeing you down here.
Road trip, Slaton style.
I haven't heard of anybody use
Come on.
fucking Skype in forever. I just use Discord to fucking video chat anything I need.
Cute.
He is adequate.
Adequate! Was an adequately southern man, like my friend Light Shield. Oh my god. He was adequate.
We need to know our weight, but it's extremely hard to find a scale that'll weigh us.
So that's why they're going to the
When
gym.
I was younger, we would have to go to a junkyard to weigh me.
Which is
We would
embarrassing
drive
in and
up
of
on the
itself.
scale, weigh the car with everybody's weight in it. Then I would have to get out, and they would have to re-weigh and subtract my weight from that.
Wow.
It was embarrassing.
Yeah, I would imagine that was super embarrassing. So you almost never got yourself weighed. And so you never knew how bad you were letting yourself get. Because weighing yourself was always an embarrassing and
You go first.
negative
Yeah, you go
experience.
first.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
I never weighed at a junkyard because I was always able to weigh in at my regular doctor's.
But has she gotten too big to do that now?
I never thought that I'd be so big to have to go to the junkyard too.
Ah, so she can't even be weighed on a normal scale anymore.
Ladies are here to weigh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're trying to get gastric bypass surgery, and
We haven't been able to find a scale to weigh us, and we heard that you all might be able to help us.
Absolutely. We'd be glad to help you. I
Very
have absolutely
Kentucky
never
Southern.
weighed someone like this before.
Ron.
The craziest thing we've ever weighed through here was a coffin. I didn't ask any questions about that. I just wanted to wait on it.
How heavy is this
now,
coffin?
This is probably going to take priority in conversation over whatever
Coffin?
we've weighed through here in the past.
Have you ever weighed a real person? Yes, and also a coffin. And the coffin was not for the real person. Don't get them mixed up.
Last time I weighed myself, it was at home on a scale, and it said I was 350.
Yeah.
But I think my scale at home was broken, and I've been afraid to buy a new one.
I don't think it's broken. I think you're just too fat for the scale now.
This is a moment I've been dreading.
Denial about it. Wait. Is it gonna cut to commercial break? Yep, and she's
Seeing
crying.
that number on the scale just made my heart drop.
I'm gonna say 450. I'm gonna say she's 450 pounds.
Step right up.
Because
Last time
I was
weighed
guessing 400
myself, it was
before,
at home on a scale,
but if she's
and
not
it
being
said
weighed
I
on
was
scales anymore,
350.
I'm gonna say 450. No, she was around 400 at 406.
406.
Still, being over 400 pounds, that is very,
Seeing that
very
number on the
heavy.
scale
She's not tall either.
just
I mean, she
made
would
my
still be
heart
obese if she was
drop.
taller, but the shorter you are, the heavier you
This
are,
is the most
even
I've
worse.
ever weighed. In my head, I see more zeros than it really was.
06,
Makes
that
me
is
feel like
very, very high number.
Just kind of like
I know your frustration. I'm gonna put on weight too, dude. You know what I've been eating? The mozzarella sticks are hanging out.
At least she has a good attitude going into it.
Steel. That's your keg.
But,
No, it's a barrel.
and obviously they use humor to cope.
Disgusted with myself. Seeing
Humor
that
is
number
always
on the
good
scale
for
made me
helping
feel like a Mack truck.
People cope with emotions,
You're
hard
up to
situations.
bat. Swing better. Make me feel better.
Alright, I'm gonna stick with my original. I think she's 600 pounds, so I think if Amy really did come in at about 400, I think she's gonna come in just over 600. Nothing crazy. Well, I mean, 600 pounds is crazy, but it's not like she's 650. I'm gonna guess she's a little.
I have no clue.
Especially if she said she was 500 in high school. And she's obviously bigger than she was in high school. I will be shocked if she is not 600 pounds. Oh, it's all, yeah, no, she definitely is. Oh, she was almost 200 pounds exactly heavier. It's 199 pounds heavier than Amy.
The size of the
605 pounds!
didn't happen overnight. It's my fault that I'm this size.
You can see her tear stains on her cheeks going down her makeup.
I let it get out of control. But I know I can change. I have to.
Absolutely, or you're going to die.
Something needs to seriously change, because we gotta lose this weight.
Absolutely they do. But I think they can do it. Just because they're at this weight doesn't mean they have to stay at this weight, right? They can make changes to make their life better. They can start eating better. Even if they are having a hard time with portion control. It doesn't mean that losing weight means you have to starve yourself. It means you need to relationship with food, how you think about food, and what foods are good and bad. And they obviously don't have a good education. That's something that they really need help with
Absolutely
nutritional
not.
education
Our
on.
scales are state regulated. They pop in here approximately every 3 months and do a check on all of our scales, our big ones and our small scales.
Scales are
These
not
scales are
inaccurate.
absolutely correct.
Yep. So it's not that the scales are wrong. They really are just that fat.
Hey, let go myself.
And that is a really hard pill to swallow, that they were faced with the reality of their situation,
Makes
but
me feel
hopefully it's the reality check they
obese.
needed to be like, hey,
Like Tammy.
I have a real fucking problem.
Just like
I need
I
to
was
start
afraid
making a
I would.
change. Again, some movement is better than no movement. You don't need to buy a gym membership and then never fucking use it. Just start small at your own house with just your body weight. No need to buy anything. Move 10 minutes a day, more than you did yesterday. Eat healthier options. Start counting your calories so you're aware of what you're putting in and out of your body. Don't eliminate any foods, just keep track of what you are eating. And being self-aware of that is a step too. And I understand she's very upset. I'm sure that Tammy here is also very upset about the results from their weight and whatnot too, and everything like that. It's just they very clearly have an idea of what weight loss is, and that it's unattainable because of how much work it is. And it is a lot of work to lose weight. It is a lot of willpower. It is a lot of dedication. It is a long-term thing. You cannot lose 100 pounds overnight. That's just impossible. And a lot of people want immediate gratification, and weight loss is not something that can be achieved. It can only be done in the long term through consistency, hard work, and knowledge, with going in with the right strategy and education to know that your tactics that you're putting into place for your diet, for movement, for whatever it is that you need, will work for you and your body and your lifestyle. And like I was saying earlier, they very clearly have a low quality education, if really any at all. So they were not given the tools that they should have had to just be healthy, happy, capable adults later on in life. And we're seeing that very much so now. So I really hope that in their bariatric surgery, which I hope they both get because they will both lose the weight, that they get taught the skills and knowledge they never were taught before, because knowledge is power. Knowledge is a very, very powerful thing on what they need to do and how to do it, and not how to do it in the short term, but how to do it for the rest of their lives. You cannot diet to weight loss long term forever. That's why diets never work. Changing your relationship with food and making a lifestyle change is something they have to learn. So I really hope that this is just obviously this is episode 1 of season 1, but I really hope that Amy and Tammy get the tools they need and get better. Also, the fact that they're YouTubers is really fucking cool. I love that. I really hope that that helps them, and especially with the exposure that they got from being on this TV show too, that has been a big boost for them in their YouTube. So we will watch the next episode, but not right now. That'll be another one. So for now, let's talk about season 1, episode 1. So this was Meet the Slaton Sisters, season 1, episode 1 of 1,000 Pound Sisters, and my God, was it a lot. Not only does it live up to its name, Tammy is 600 pounds, Amy is 400 pounds, together they are 1,000. They have a lot of growing to do as people in general. They have a lot of things they need to learn. They have a lot of ideas and beliefs about food and their relationship with food that is going to need changed, not only with re-educating them on how the world really works, but with probably a lot of therapy and mental health and self-care work as well, so that they can be better, healthier, happier people mentally as well as physically. And obviously they have a lot of weight to lose too. So I'm very interested in seeing how they are going to do this. And I'm excited to see the next episode. So let me know what you guys thought about this, and feel free to write me entire novels. I love that. Like I've said in other videos, I comment on every single comment you guys leave for me. I reply to every single one of you guys. So even if you write me an entire novel on every single thing you thought about at each minute of the video, do it. I will respond to everything in turn and kind. I am extremely responsive and I will not miss a single person. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on it. For episode 2, make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel so that you do not miss when I upload it. I upload videos 2 times a week, every Tuesday and Saturday. So we will be uploading, continuing this series, as well as the botch one that we are here on the channel with as well. Make sure that you guys are subscribed to watch for both of those. It's completely free to do and it helps us out tremendously. But for now, I will go ahead and let you beautiful people go. Thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure you go ahead and lick that like button and subscribe, because not only does it taste delicious, but it helps out with the algorithm and YouTube tremendously. You guys take care of yourselves. Have a great rest of your day. Without taking up any more of y'all's time, I will go ahead and let you beautiful people go. Bye, my lovelies.